Beware My Love is one of the great all-time
Yeah.
underrated or lesser known McCartney tracks that should be much better known, and the histrionics are just off the charts on
No,
that.
no, no. I must be wrong. So
Now, the fun
now
stuff.
let me grab all these records I tossed onto the floor.
Yeah, you're giving us quite a show for
Show and tell. It's show and tell
show and
time.
tell for our YouTube listeners here.
YouTube listener. Well, for our audio listeners, of course, I think you can probably
Yeah, you know what they are.
pull up in your mind these. But if not, go to the Paul website and you can
Yep.
pull up all of the images there. Okay. You
All
want to
right.
start here on number nine?
Yes,
What's your
so here
number
we go
nine?
with we're ranking the Wings albums by musical quality or
Yep.
and kind of as a listening experience and an overall album. So
Yes.
so yeah, here are the nine, and we'll start from worst to best. So as much as I like the cover of Wildlife, I put Wildlife at the bottom of this list.
Yes.
It's underbaked. I know a lot of people have rose-colored glasses about this album now, and they think that it's a lot better than it
Yeah.
used to be, and maybe that's true in some cases. It does have a couple of good songs on it.
Yeah, it has its charms.
Has its charms, yeah, but it's just, as I said, underbaked. Maybe half-baked would be better, and just ragged. Playing is ragged, and Bob Dylan can get away with that, but I don't think Paul McCartney can. So
Yeah.
not
Well,
great overall.
well, Dave, this was my number nine too.
Okay.
And I took in my notes, I put the word underbaked.
Oh, you did. Perfect.
Yes. So,
Wow. We're
but
on par today.
it does have some good tracks on it. Love is Strange is great and on its cover.
Yeah.
And that is, I think, had they hit the mark of Love is Strange and of Some People Never Know and of Tomorrow on the rest of the tracks,
Yeah.
then great. But I found I particularly find a few of these tracks to be so not together. Like the band
Yeah.
is sloppy, the playing sloppy. I know it's supposed to be a feeling of a rehearsed, rushed thing, but had to be a huge disappointment for people when they
Oh, yeah.
heard it the first time. I'm like, whoa, what's this band? This Wings band I'm not sure about. Obviously would grow into greater things later
Yeah.
on. So that's my number nine as
All
well.
right. So what's
All
your
right.
number eight?
My number eight is gonna, oh boy,
Oh, you're gonna
back to the egg.
really.
Back to the egg. Some
Oh no.
eggheads are really
Uh-oh.
gonna. Here's the problem with Back to the Egg, and we talked about this when we reviewed the record. So I feel like it has a lot of solid tracks, but it really doesn't have. Arrow Through Me is its biggest home run hitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not even that up to the level of, you know, some of the other things that they released. Now, there was a single that they left off of the album that they probably should have put on the album, which would improve the album, which was
Good Night Tonight
Good
and
Night Tonight.
Daytime Nighttime Suffering would
Yes,
have really
yes.
helped that album.
Both of those, when we talked about this album, we said put those tracks on, take a couple of these off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't dislike it though, and it has grown on me. Both of these have grown on me, but that is my number eight.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well, I'm going to continue chronologically with my number eight, which is Red Rose Speedway. So I
oh,
think Wings was
yep,
slow to get going. And in
yep,
this case, it was better than Wildlife. But I think when we reviewed this was one of our most hilarious, maybe to just us, but our hilarious episodes because of
yeah,
Chris's description of the medley that takes up most of side two, and I
yeah.
think really drags it down. Really bad half songs that don't work well together, like "Squeeze a Me Right" and "Hug a Me Tight," uh,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and also we know it was intended to be a double album, and I think that would have been better when we got the box set. I
yeah.
think it would have filled out with some better tunes, but as it stands, to me, it's pretty slight. I know My Love is on there,
Hmm.
and I even like Loop more than I used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a whole, I think it's kind of weak and uh, yeah, maybe three or four good songs to me. Little Lamb Dragonfly is a hit. That's a good song, but some real weak tunes to me.
All right. So that's your eight.
Yes,
Do you want to do your seven?
sure. So number seven, I'm gonna go with. I hate to do it too, but Back to the Egg. Uh,
Uh,
I, for similar reasons, I think it tries to do too many things, and here he's actually got a really good band
yeah.
that could do great things and play extremely well, but
Yeah.
but you've got a little punk, you've got an old timey song, you've got some sound effects, you've got
Yeah.
other stuff that just doesn't really stick too
Yeah. I just
well.
think that the songs aren't up to snuff.
No,
It's just
no,
not as, I do agree. The band is great.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
almost like Back to the Egg is like, here's what this band can do. Give us another shot, and then they never got that next.
exactly, yeah, yeah,
Okay, so my number, what were we on? Seven?
yeah. You're number seven.
My number seven's London Town,
Ooh,
which I do like with a little luck, obviously. London Town's great. And then there's it ends really strongly with Don't Let It Bring You Down, which I really think is a great underrated track. Morse Moose
you like that one, yeah,
is fun.
yeah.
But there's certain things like the keyboards in Cafe on the Left Bank are really awful. And then there's some stuff like Backwards Traveler with the and Cufflink back to back too. It's just like
Yeah.
back to back complete nonsense that just really drags this down to me. And feel like some of the higher highs, why I rank this higher than Back to the Egg is some of those, with a little luck,
Yeah.
is wow, they really did it on that one. But then there's lower lows as well than Back to the Egg, which is a little more steady.
Hmm.
So yeah, so tough to
It
put
is
these because
tough.
I do like there's some stuff on London Town I think is really great, but and once again, some of these albums are higher in my estimation, maybe because they've had a fresher release and
True.
the remixes or the remastering is better.
All right. So you can actually leave that up
Yep.
there because
Oh,
that's my next one too.
yeah. You're
Uh,
number five?
number five, correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number five. So London Town has one of my almost all-time favorite McCartney songs is the title track. I love that song. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And With a Little Luck is amazing. I've Had Enough is a pretty good rocker. I like
Yeah.
Paul's kind of straining Paul on I'm Carrying. And George Harrison really loved that song. He said that was
Hmm.
his favorite melodic song. I do like actually Denny's tunes. Children is pretty catchy. So there are some good songs on there. But
Hmm.
to me, the second side really drags it down.
Yeah.
With the Morse Moose and the Gray Goose, I don't really like very much. A little draggy. There's another one that I can barely remember the name because it's just forgettable. I can't even think of it now. What is read
Yeah, let's
the
see.
second side there for
With a
me.
little like famous groupies.
Oh, that okay. And
Deliver
then
your children, name and address. That's the one
that's the
that's
one.
the
That's the
most
one.
forgettable
Most
thing.
forgettable, like Elvis style.
Don't Let It Bring You Down's good. And then
Yeah.
Morse Moose is goofy,
Yeah.
a big epic.
Right.
One thing I do like is like Don't Let It Bring You Down and Morse Moose are both sort of nautical sounding. There's a lot of like
There's a
not
lot of that.
Cafe on the Left Bank, so there's a
Yeah.
lot of nautical in the album cover. So I do like that. Kind of brings it all together a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you there.
Oh yeah.
So,
All
but
right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my number five, London Town.
All right, my number five is Wings at the Speed of Sound, which I was just listening to yesterday. And there's some stuff on here that's not so hot, but there's also two really great Denny Lane lead vocal songs.
Yes.
The Note You Never Wrote is just really great. And then what's the other one? Time to
Time
Hide.
to Hide. Yeah.
And they're probably his two best lead vocal tracks, at least. I know that one of them was Paul written.
Yeah.
But Let 'Em In, Silly Love Songs. And I really like Beware My Love,
Oh yeah.
especially all the histrionics on it.
Yeah.
Yes, there are a couple clunkers, some Cook of the House. Uh, but even the clunkers, though, say, I don't know, Wino
Wino
Junco,
Junko.
is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was enjoying listening to it a lot yesterday. So that's
Yeah.
why it's a little bit ahead of London Town for me.
We're like in lockstep here because that's also my next one
Yeah.
is Wings at the Speed of Sound. And I maybe it's also because I've recency bias because I'm reading about it in the
Hmm.
book at the moment. But Beware My Love is one of the great all-time
Yeah.
underrated or lesser known McCartney tracks that should be much better known. And the histrionics are just off the charts on
No,
that.
no, no. I must be wrong.
Yeah, he's on it. And then the guitars sound great. Warm and Beautiful is it's a cheesy ballad, but it's pretty and nice tune. And for Lind, and of course the hits, yeah, Silly Love Songs and Let 'Em In. So
Yeah.
it's a good listen, I think, overall. Uh,
Yeah. Now, Dave, sometimes I wonder if doing this podcast changes my feelings about things because we had so much fun talking about things.
uh,
And so Red Rose Speedway is going up
wow.
here a little higher on my list because it's now I do think that there's some underrated stuff on Laird Rose Speedway. That Win the Night particularly I think is a
Mm,
wonderful little track. And Loop, I've been banging the drum for Loop for a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time, that if it wasn't called First Indian on the Moon, that people would like it a lot better. Yes, I make fun of medley a lot, but the medley is interesting at least,
Yeah,
and certain elements of it over the year, like you first hear you're an American and you first hear medley, and it's like, why is he saying power cut?
right. Oh,
What?
yeah,
That's not a thing. But in England, of course, everybody says power cut. It's
right.
a well-known thing to say, so it's not so weird.
Yeah.
As the us dumb Americans,
Yeah.
especially
Power
nowadays.
cuts. Yeah.
But anyway, there's Big Barn Bed's great, holds up. My Love's great. You don't like My Love as much as I do,
No.
so I can understand why you have it lower. But I've got it up here at what, number five? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
All right. So
uh,
we're down to our final four, I think, here
yeah.
at this point. So
You
number
want me to
four,
go for
go ahead.
one hand
Ah, yep.
clapping?
I wonder if we're gonna have the same order
We
here.
might,
We might. Yeah,
because one hand clapping's very good. Now it's so fresh
true.
that part of it is it's exciting. It's very exciting to hear. It is a little all over the place. They threw the kitchen sink in there. Everything that was recorded in there is in this collection. So there's some stuff that maybe over time I'm gonna get tired of hearing.
Do you like
Uh,
the old
but
timey Paul at the piano songs?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I like listening to this. There's when he does Let's Love. I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
like that. All of You.
All the oldies.
I'll give you a ring
Yep.
is a
Yep.
really great one. But then you also have these really great kind of alternate life takes of Jet, of Band on the Run, of all the greats of the time. So I think it's a lot of fun. I really like it. And I
Me
assume
too.
it's yours number four as
Yeah,
well.
that's my number four. I don't have much to add because we've already talked about it a lot, but
Mhm.
it is good. It gives us a window into especially Jeff Britton on drums because he was only on a couple songs on Junior's Farm and one or two on Venus and Mars. So you really get to
Yeah.
hear his style of playing, which was really good and
Yeah. Yeah.
solid. So I think it's a band figuring out who they are
Hmm.
and playing well. So it
Yeah.
is exciting.
And the audio sounds so much better than the video looks.
The video, yeah, that video was really bad. Yeah.
My number three might be yours too. I'm not sure. Venus and Mars.
Oh no, actually, no.
So I'm going Venus and Mars. I think it's really enjoyed listening to this week. Really holds up. First Sight is amazing. Well mixed album. a sonically interesting album, good variety, pulls together pretty well. I could lose Medicine Jar and
You're
and
not a, I'm getting a theme here. You're not a Jimmy McCullough songwriting fan here.
yeah, I could also lose Crossroads.
Yeah.
So I think it could have, really could have ended a couple like at Baby's request, I think.
Mhm.
So, but I like it. Great tracks on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had thought about putting two live or kind of live-ish albums back to back, but in terms of the song selection, I put Wings Over America as number three because
Yeah.
it has too many songs that are already we've already heard, and I didn't want to
Mm-hmm.
put it that high over an album that had newer stuff on, like real studio tracks. So, but
I
I
can
mean, what?
understand that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was kind of fumbling back and forth with that as well.
I know
Uh
it's hard,
yeah.
but what can I say? It's yeah, we know it's some of it. There's some sweetening done and some fix them up, clean them up on
Yeah.
the live album, but oh, of a as a tour document, and it's the
Yeah.
band, it's the peak of
Yeah.
that of Wings, really.
It honestly, if you only could buy one, this would be it. Because it is what Wings, a fully realized, fully idealized Wings was, which is
Yeah,
great. Come into your town, put on an amazing rock show.
yeah, yeah, it's literally
And it's got everything you could want. It's got an acoustic set, it's got, you
Beatles
know,
songs.
Beatles songs, but it's got all the big hits of the
Yeah.
time and fully blown out. And it's got just the best Paul bass.
Oh,
And he's not playing bass on certain tracks. And those sound good on bass too. I think it's Denny playing bass
yeah,
or somebody else playing bass. But really terrific. I have it too,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have this too, I
Yes, I
assume.
do.
What do you have to say on Venus and Mars here?
Yeah, it's that's always been a special album to me, one of my favorites. I tossed it up or tossed around making this number one, but you can't just given
Yeah.
what number one is. But number two is really good, and
Yeah.
it's got creative songs. Even Spirits of Ancient Egypt is
Yeah.
kind of a cool track that no, he doesn't. There's stuff on here that he doesn't really do anywhere else, and
Yeah.
I think for
Yeah.
that reason it's valuable. And the what's Love and Song is a great,
Oh yeah,
really
wonderful track.
underrated track. Yeah,
Yeah.
really great song. I always like Magneto and Titanium Man.
Yeah.
Uh, the
When the
one
Crimson Dynamo go down.
the one exactly. I'm maybe a little tired of Letting Go because that's been played a lot in
Yeah, just
his
because it's been overplayed.
overplayed, but it's still a great track.
Yeah.
And Call Me Back Again. So yeah,
Yeah.
lots to recommend on Venus and Mars.
Yeah. And has a great side A, as does, of course, our number
Oh
one.
yeah.
Both of our number ones. I mean,
Yeah, how can you not?
side A of Band on the Run is up there with any side A of any side of any rock album anywhere. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just like, and so what I did when I woke up this morning is I put on side B. Now this is the newer repressed version, which includes Helen Wheels,
as it should.
as it should, I
Sorry to our
think.
British friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you damn Brits
Yeah.
and your Helen Wheels hate. No,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. But and I was enjoying that. I was enjoying
Yeah.
just listening to side B because I knew if I put on side A, it's just you're immediately taken away with the first few notes of the guitar lick
Oh yeah.
to fantastic place that you're gonna enjoy. Terrific. Like people when they say stuff like, "Oh my, I think the best Wings album is Back to the Egg." I'm like, okay, I understand if you say that's your favorite, and that
Right.
if you have
Right.
a reason that it's your favorite, it was your first one you bought, and you really love certain songs more than I do. But come on,
Yeah. There you really it's you can't ju I mean, yeah,
yeah,
how else no, there's no other album that compares. And it also was a way to get Paul focused again after those first couple albums were kind of unfocused, and
Yeah,
he lost his band and just had Denny and put it together, and so many of these songs became the basis for
yeah.
live albums and live cuts for the next 50 years. So
It
it's
also its success. Now, McCartney now historically over time has grown a love and an audience, and a lot of people say, "Oh,
the first
McCartney's the
album.
best one." And
Yeah,
then same with Ram. People are,
yeah,
"Oh, the Ram." But the success of this basically, I think, gave Paul confidence enough to have the rest of his career.
yeah,
Had this
yeah,
been a big flop as well, who knows what would have.
yeah. Could have been really bad. That's true.
So, but he just hit it out of the park. I mean, great songs and fantastically done, fantastic. I mean, this copy too is
Oh yeah.
really good. The more recent release part of the underdubbed thing with the half speed master and everything, really good. Sounds fantastic. So yeah,
Read that first side for us, just so you can
yes. So
get a
side
look.
A
Yeah.
is wait, where are we at? Band on the Run, Jet, Bluebird,
Mm.
Mrs. Vanderbilt, and Let Me Roll It.
Wow. That
It's
what a
ridiculous.
great
And all of those
side.
played live for many years, and anytime they come up, it's like, oh my God, oh amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, on side B, a little lesser because you got No Words, which I think is a very underrated
It's okay.
Denny Lade track. Mamunia, No Words, Helen Wheels, Picasso's Last Words.
Yeah. Quirky.
It's probably the weakest track of the bunch. Oh, I was sitting around and he bet me I couldn't write a song.
Dustin. Yeah,
Listen,
Dustin Hoffman said no.
it was I said too, Paul.
That's good.
My Dustin Hoffman needs a little work. So
Yeah. Yeah.
he does a thing. Dustin Hoffman does a thing where he starts to tear up,
Oh, uh-huh.
and then he just went in the other room and
He
it was
does do
so
that.
amazing.
Yeah, that's true. He does do that.
And then of course 1985, a
Yeah.
wonderful ending.
Great
And we
closer.
love the da 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 da
Da, da, da.
ba band on the
On the
run.
run. Yeah, the reprise there. Yeah.
So, yeah. So there they
Yeah.
are. Wings. Wings
Yeah,
had some ups and downs. I mean,
for sure.
losing and gaining so many members over the years wasn't it probably publicly more than in reality now. It's all a great big long story with peaks and valleys. But
Yeah.
publicly, it was probably, man, these guys can't get their act together.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
You really have to judge Wings and their whole output based on the fact there was so much turnover, and
Yeah.
all these guys were just coming in and out of the group
Yeah.
for an album or two and then gone. And
Yeah.
Paul and Denny and Linda just stuck through. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But the output, I mean, there's undeniably great tracks, and we'll put links to the new book coming out with Paul.
yeah,
We'll put a link to the Wings greatest hits. If you don't have any Wings, maybe that's a good starter for you.
hmm,
Is that this Wings greatest hits is a little more comprehensive, has more track. There's like a short version, and then there's a big long version, and the big long version seems to be a pretty good career retrospective. I know I'll listen to it on streaming
yeah. Oh, sure.
just to
Just to
check it out.
hear.
And a lot of the tracks are not 1993 remasters,
Yeah,
but brand new remasters. So that'll be nice to get
right.
some of that after so many years of wanting, desperately wanting which were ranked kind of low on our
That's
things. But
true.
I'm dying for a London Town and a Back to the Egg um, archive series. I'm not sure we're ever going to get it
I
at
don't
this
don't
point.
think
Who
so at this
knows?
point.
Who
Yeah,
knows? I mean, it's been 5 years.
yeah. At least.
2020 was the last. Was
Okay. Yeah.
Flaming Pie came out in 2020,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that was the last of the great archive series. I think at this point.
Yeah. He seems more
Sadly,
interested
it
in.
looks like that way. Yeah, making a quick buck.
Yeah, making a quick buck on tour, going to all these concerts right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, but in the meantime, you've got
Yeah.
plenty of albums to go back to, and
Yeah. And we'll
let
put
us know.
links to all of them. So
Yeah.
if you, in case you want to pick up any of these, if you've missed any of these on vinyl, it's nice to, I mean, what I forget which one it was, but oh, I think it wasn't any of these. I think it was the Choba
Oh, Choba CCCP.
CCP, and I got it like early in the year or something. Or
Yeah.
you know, you build a collection,
Right.
and there's certain gaps you want to fill at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to have all these, and it was nice that I had all of them.
Oh yeah, you've got great
Except for
work.
Wings Greatest. Maybe Wings Greatest is my next
Maybe
pick.
that's the next one. You can get that on vinyl. That was re-released not that long ago.
Yeah,
So
with a white for the snow, I think.
exactly. Well, very good. This has been fun. We're celebrating Wings here, and look forward to hearing your lists. If you have a different take than we
Yeah.
do, if Wildlife is your number one album of all time and your favorite cover is One Hand Clapping, then let us know. Yeah, with the creepy baby on there.
Creepy baby. The,
So
the arrows, just the arrows being drawn
yeah,
is the silly thing.
it's not great.
So
So.
anyway.
All right. Well, we will see what happens when we'll try to get a look at the latest news for next time.
Yeah.
We don't
Not a
have
whole lot of
anything.
news since we recorded our last episode last week, so
Yes, so
not a whole lot
nothing.
of breaking news in the last 7 days, but it'll be really interesting to see the reaction to Paul's book. And I've already seen news stories hitting,
Yeah,
kind of promote, oh, Paul says this, and
exactly.
the thing that saved Paul McCartney from, those
Right.
type of sensational stories and stuff we probably even already know, but that
Oh yeah.
when a book like this comes out, it gets a little bit of a fervor behind it, and it should.
Sure.
So,
Definitely. And then
yeah.
won't be too long now that we're in November. We'll have the anthology to get into in a few weeks. So
Oh, that's right. So that
yeah,
might be our next episode, and then we also have a gifts episode coming up, our annual end of year gifts and all of that kind of jazz. So
exactly.
look forward to talking the whole year. Really go back talking about Ringo's album and
It's
all
been a
those.
weird year.
Yeah, it's been a really strange year of
Yeah.
releases. So,
Very
yeah,
much so. So look forward to all that coming soon.
that's right.
So in the meantime, thanks as always for listening, and we'll be back at you soon with our new episode.